No, how they go. All right, so let's look at this. So there are a couple others. We're going to cover this hot optimization and randomness. There's a nice mixture of those things. This work by Contra. This is Soleil, so they have some nice stuff there. Raisa de Souza had some stuff on Scale for Networks, which did this. So it's going to be a mixture of these growth and then attempts to optimize as well. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to run out of time. But let me tell you a few other pieces here. So this is Miller. Miller is a famous character in a number of ways. Miller, I think, is behind the we can only remember 7 digits. That sort of, it's like drink 8 glasses of water a day. It's not, these are not well-founded things. So Miller is the one who came up with the argument of monkeys typing, producing zip law. Said this is all just like this would just happen. This just happens for free, right? So Miller's a sort of an odd character. He's in the introduction of Zip's reprinting of Zip's. Zip had a book called Psychobiology of Language in the 30s, actually. So he has things like, Miller mentions genes of language, which is really interesting because this is Richard Dawkins later on comes up with memes, right? And in The Selfish Gene. In that book, he comes up with this idea of, he says, let's call them memes, little copyable things, and they're the elements of culture and sort of like genes. And that went all over the place, right? The science of memetics. There was the people who kind of went wholesale into it's just like evolution, and we should, they're exactly the same. But all right, I mean, of course, memes now are just little GIFs and stuff. Aha, GIFs. So, that's what most people think of as memes, but this idea that they're cultural units. Anyway, this genes of language was a little framing there. This is, again, 60s. So, still fighting about this. This is a 2010 paper. Random text did not exhibit the real zips. Like, this is saying it's not monkeys. Stop it. This is, from 50 years of people saying, you'll get people occasionally say, oh, that's just randomness. It's not true. This is from the introduction. So it's not calculated to please every taste. Zip was the kind of man who would take roses apart to count their petals. If it violates your sense of values to tabulate the different words in a Shakespearean sonnet, this is not a book for you. So statistical analysis, right? So, and then he's getting a little rude about it. However, for those of you who do not flinch to see beauty murdered in a good cause. And he goes on to say it's all wrong, right? But I think he thinks it's kind of all wrong. What's he say about this? Who would have thought? Very hard of all the freedom language laws, Zip would find it invariant. Oh, he likes the gravitation thing. All right, he's happy with that. He's happy with that. But he still thought Zip's law was not a thing, that was just for free. So if you look through, he says, basically, I don't have to read this, but monkeys would produce this, and he says Mandelbrot got it right, So Zip was wrong, right? I'm reintroducing this book, and I'm just going to tell you it's wrong. And he's a murderer of words and books. He would have a heart attack with Google scanning books, I have to say, right? Just cut off the edge. Okay. Anyway, but